Welcome everyone. Today we're going to take a look at something that is really handy for anyone in either the firearms world or the airgun world. This is a really nice and reasonably priced digital borescope. Now, this same company makes units that have a display and everything else in there, but you're spending a bunch of extra money for something with a display that you probably already have in your cell phone or your laptop. And this unit will work on either a USB port for a laptop or through the USB-C port on your phone. And it does go all the way down to 20 caliber, which is super cool. I wish it went down to 177. That would really open up a lot of opportunities. But this does go down to 220 cal, which is super handy. And I got to tell you, I was really delighted when I saw how this guy was packaged. When we open up this box here, we are greeted with a really nice zippered case. This guy is, semi-rigid. It's definitely going to protect what's in there, but it is fabric covered, zippered, and when you open that up, you get to see everything that's in here. You do get a pretty reasonable manual here and some safety warnings. Don't want to go sticking this thing where it doesn't belong. And some return instructions in case you ever need that. But I got to tell you, my unit came ready to rock and roll. And I want to take a look at, the ends that matter here. Obviously, this USB connection here is important. This is a USB-A port on this end. And then we've got an adapter to go down to USB-C. And this is pretty much the electronics side of this. And this is where you're going to dim your light. There's a knob right on here that you can use to control the brightness of the light. And that is helpful if you've got a super reflective surface inside the board that you're looking at. And then this guy, once we get this guy out of its resting coil, is the business end of the camera. This is the camera end. And you can use this just as is if you want to. There is a locking nut on here that you want to be mindful of. This locking nut helps us control the focal point. And where that becomes important is with these various mirrors and stuff. If you've got a really small bore, this is how I extract them. I just thread them on and then pull them out. You can see that this little mirrored element here allows this scope to look at the side of the bore. Now you can still leave this off and get a great view down the length of the bore, and it's like a 360-degree view around the diameter. And I'll show you both of those in the footage that I shoot with this. But what I was talking about, the focus, there is an ideal focus point from this camera. Now the smaller diameters are probably going to want to be screwed down in a little further and tightened in with the lock nut. And then the larger calibers, let's take a look at one of those, might actually want a different position. You can play around with it. I mean, there's nothing that's going to go wrong here. This one is the 30 cal. You can see how much bigger in diameter that is. So because this is a larger diameter, it's got a little bit further to travel. So this one actually probably would be closer in than the smaller diameters. I might have misspoke earlier. But you can use this lock nut to kind of hold it in position. And then when we want to stick this in a bore, we can just pop it down there and get a really, really nice image. And we can also record, we can take images. We've got a lot of functionality in the app here. So lots of solutions here for side view mirrors from 20 cal all the way on up. That's probably a 45 or a 50 cal up there, because this one here is 30. But let's put this back. Yeah, we'll leave it on. Now this is the end that's going to work with our phone. Now, since I've already played around with this, all you really need to do is get this guy plugged in. Then your phone is going to say, hey, what app do you want me to use for this? I'm going to say USB camera, just once. And there we have it. This guy is on and alive and vibrant. And we can get images. That is a transfer port inside this airgun barrel right there. But yeah, lots of easy viewing. And here's your light control. You can control that. That's a little washed out. That actually looks kind of good right there. Look at that. You can see the rifling inside this barrel with no issues. I mean, that is, you're just not going to be able to get this view any other way. This is a great way for inspecting those barrels, looking for your breech O-ring, any of those things. This guy gives you a lot of usability. So this guy, for under, for a really reasonable price, this guy gives us a ton of opportunities. And here we've got a live push. We could actually probably send this out over the airwaves. We've got record and we've got snapshot. So lots of functionality there. But yeah, this has been the Test-Long digital rifle borescope. And I'm going to take you on a little walk through some barrels that I've done here. This one here is a 22 caliber. And this one here was a 30 cal. And we'll take a look at some images now. And then we'll come back and wrap this up. Welcome everybody. Now this footage is right off the camera, recorded on my phone. You can see the breech O-ring here on this FX barrel. And we can check the condition of our breech O-ring. Here's the transfer port on this old school FX barrel. Now you notice there's no rifling here at the beginning. That's because this is an old smooth twist barrel, and the rifling is actually going to become more apparent as we get further down towards the muzzle, because these older barrels focused on speed, getting the pellet down the bore, and then the rifling engaged right before it exited. They were good barrels. I mean, this shot very well, but FX has made changes since then. But anyway, we can see the rifling coming more into prevalence here as we get to the exit and we get to the muzzle, and that was the 22. Now this is the 30 cal with the mirror on, so we're getting the view of the straight on the side of the barrel, and also getting a little bit of image of the right off the camera. That's the upper and now lower part of this image. We're seeing it as we go down the bore. This barrel is rifled the whole way, so we get to check the integrity of that, see how that's doing. And here is the transfer port, and soon the breech O-ring. We can get a looky-loo at that. Again, look at the detail on this. It is definitely making some great images here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this look at a really, really useful tool that comes to us with just a ton of capability for a very reasonable price. And like I said, if you don't want to pony up the money for one with its own display, I say don't. Use your laptop or your phone and save a bunch of money, but still get a really good, really capable camera with, you know, a variable light source, the side view mirrors, all of that stuff all ready to go. And you don't have to use the side view mirror either. You can do it without that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great week.